Okay, I'm still hanging around. I haven't made that move to the Metro store yet. But I want to clean up some things before I head that way. Number one, I called the police department early yesterday to talk to a watch commander or a sergeant about their officers saying that hacking is a civil matter, not a criminal offense. We know it's a criminal offense. We know this is FBI supposed to get involved in everybody. Because, let me go through this real quick. When I first went to school to take up computer accounting, I had to take a computer programming course. And I knew about hacking a long time ago. And, my second day in class, the teacher told us, do not, once you do this programming, do not hack into anybody's account, because you will be located immediately. Now, I was in my late 20s or early 30s when I took this class. And as I said, we were warned, don't do any hacking. 2 days later, I'm sitting in the class. Here come the FBI. Arrested one of my fellow students. He had hacked into a bank and transferred some money from that bank into his account, to his bank account. The FBI was on him immediately. They knew exactly who he was by the computer he was sitting at. Like I said, all computers have MAC addresses. All devices have MAC addresses. So they knew exactly what computer he was sitting at. They talked to my teacher, and then they took him. Now, I'm in my 30s then, let's say 30s. That's 40 years ago. So you can't tell me with the technology today, you can't tell who's doing the hacking. You can't tell me that with all the ID theft and all that stuff going on today, that it's a civil matter now? When them saying they want to arrest the people who doing the cyber attacks against, like China and the Russians doing cyber attacks, or it's a crime interfering with elections? Really? But it's a civil matter. So, I didn't get the call yesterday. I just called him again, and dispatch says, again, that I could have the employee arrested if I know his name and his information. But you guys know they never give you that. So I asked him how I'm going to get that. He said, I have to contact the company. He said, I can have an employee arrested, but I can't have the business brought up on criminal offenses, because that's a civil matter. So, we know the employee's not doing this on their own. They're not hacking and messing with my voicemail and keeping my phone not charged. It has to be somebody higher up who's directing them to do this. But even if I wanted to file charges against the employee, how would I get his information? Because he just told me, he said, well, you can't call the police when you get to the store and you don't know what that person's name is. That'd be false arrest. But as I told him, the business, how do I file a civil suit against them when all they have is a post office box? You can't send a subpoena to a post office box. You can't get information from a post office box. All of them, Greyhound, as I said, all these businesses don't have brick and mortar addresses anymore, or email addresses. They have just a post office box. And you can't get communications. A post office box cannot sign a certified letter. So, he says the sergeant, she's going to call me as soon as she get a chance. I doubt that very seriously. So, he said she's going to tell me the same thing, that hacking is a civil matter. But how do you pursue a civil matter with no brick and mortar address? How do you pursue a criminal matter against an employee if the business won't give you who they are, tell you who they are, their names? So it's just they send you into a standstill so you don't have a recourse. This police and evil corp system, this racket. But like I said, I'm going to buy another phone and see do I have voicemail on that one. Alright guys, just want to keep you abreast on what's happening. That they think they have all the avenues covered where you can't reach out and touch them. You can't arrest their employees. You can't arrest them. You can't file a lawsuit against them. Hold on, this is the call. I'll be back.